Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. And
hey, Kevin. Well,
David, thank you. From G League player to all-star in short time.
And how lucky is this team to have a player like AI on?
Two conference rivals, C-Web, squaring off tonight. A little extra. You can feel it riding on this one.
Oh, yeah. And you know how the conference rival games go. These games can mean a lot at the end of the season when you're talking about playoff seeding, tiebreakers, all that good stuff. And there's never been anything wrong, in my opinion, with a little mutual dislike. I mean, there are no friends when you step between these lines.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Wizards. Inside, we've got Morris and Howard. Wall and Beal pair together at the 1 and the 2. And it's Brown in at the small forward. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Washington. From downtown, drains the three-pointer. Beal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And Beal is known as a long-distance shooter now. We all know this. His stroke from deep is beautiful to watch.
AI. And there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist on the assist by AI.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Really an intimidating style of defense. I mean, they challenged everything at the rim, and that led them to victory.
That was a big-time block party. Even several shots they didn't even get a hand on were effective.
Outside, Wall. A floater, and the layup is good. Wall's got his first 2 points of the night.
The floater of Wall, it's unguardable. I mean, when he's in rhythm, he's so tough to defend.
Offensive rebound. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop. But they've come out the locker room. His eye. 4 for 4 to start the night.
Here's AI. Kidd-Gilchrist finds Hernan Gomez. Here's AI. Off target with his 3.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Wall, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Their first miss after a perfect 4 for 4 start. Still, I really like the game plan they've come out with.
Count the basket.
That's the awareness that Kidd-Gilchrist has out there. Excellent at knowing where the open man is.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Wall passes to Brown. Howard at the elbow. Here's Wall. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Wall's got his second bucket of the night.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
A nice shot by AI. It's been a whirlwind of a journey to the NBA, but AI has put in the work, and he'll be rewarded for it. He's going to be a part of the Rising Stars Challenge.
And while AI didn't take a traditional route to the NBA, he'll get to show what he can do against the best the recent draft classes have to offer. No doubt in my mind, he'll shine as bright as any of them.
And Lamb kicks to AI. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Kidd-Gilchrist dishes to AI. 6 to shoot. Bridges, no one around him. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
Passes it to Howard. Here's Beal. Got a hand on it. One-on-one here. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Howard finds Beal. Count that one. Beal's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, yeah, Bill is used to coming up against tough defenses. He welcomes the challenge they present.
Pass to Bridges. Back to AI. The dish now to Kid Gilchrist. And Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
And Kid Gilchrist is very skilled at throwing it down. The D can't allow him to get that close to the cup.
Now here's Wall. He's guarded by AI. Beal taking his time here. Back to Wall. Brown outside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who the best defenders have been over the past month. Here are your steals leaders. You look at AI. Always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Wall with a block.
The height Wall possesses, it allows him to get up for these type of blocks. Shooters have to be aware of his reach.
To the inside. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Wall's got 6 points. Charlotte leading by 4.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. What a quick rise to the top it's been for John Wall. He was drafted #1 overall, the 6th fastest player ever to reach 2,000 points and 1,000 assists.
Brown outside. And Wall with the slam.
Look, Wall is incredible at finishing with force at the rim. It's all about his athletic ability.
Hornets have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. And with so many great point guards in this league, sometimes John Wall doesn't get all the credit he deserves.
And it all comes back to winning. Stats alone aren't enough. Once Wall gets that first ring, the conversation will change.
Howard at the elbow. Down low, Beal. It's deflected. Here's AI. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Now here's Wall. He's tightly guarded. Kicks to Beal. Fires from the line. And that one goes long.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off. Just couldn't knock it down.
Kid Gilchrist, the fast to land. Can't cash in from close range.
I like the burst to the bucket right there, but the finish has got to be better.
Howard misses.
Highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop steal, though. Still should have went for something better than that, though.
Washington with the ball. They trail by 9 points. And Beal kicks the Wall. Beal drives in. Out to Morris. Will it go? And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Howard's got 3 assists in the game. AI outside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hornets lead by 8.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Wall. Hornets with the rebound. Left side, Kid Gilchrist. AI outside. And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in. And now it's a 10-point Charlotte lead.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Washington calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Green comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Bacon, he's checked in for Bridges. And Tony Parker subbed in for Lamb.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
AI outside. Here's Kaminsky. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Sam Decker's checked in for Washington. AC Webb, for your money, who does the best job of combining guard skills with a classic back-to-the-basket game?
Whoa, I mean, you think of Cousins. He's 7 foot, not the fastest, but he has back to the basket and then crossover three-point shooting ability. Embiid as well, Towns, and of course, Anthony Davis, who I think was a point guard and had a great growth spurt in high school.
Yes.
He's just a guard in the big man's body.
Nailed from three-point land. And that's 12 points for AI.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Now, here's Satoransky. He's guarded by AI. But they'll get another chance. Now, here's Satoransky. Defense is right there. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Decker gets the bucket. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. It's a 13-point game.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And here is Powell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 6. Here's Satoransky. That one off the back iron and out. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against Brooklyn. Parker, Chandler with the block.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
1:27 left here in the opening quarter. Powell with it. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Charlotte leading by 10. Lets the three fly. And AI with the basket on the assist by Parker. And that's 15 points for AI. Washington's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Here's Powell. The shot, no good. Great tee that time from Green. AI outside. And it's sent back by Bryant. And the basket by Kaminsky.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Powell, the pass to Satoransky. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
The Wizards shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
AI with it. Powell on him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Tyson Chandler.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And both free throws good for AI.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And Satoransky kicks to Powell. Back to Satoransky. Here's Decker. No good with the triple. And so it's Charlotte with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Back right after this. With the All-Star teams being finalized, we talked to...
I'd be lying if I told you that it wasn't a big deal. You can't really focus on getting picked for the team because as soon as you do, your game starts to dip. So when I heard that I made the roster, it felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders.
There's going to be a lot of debate about who should and who shouldn't be on the All-Star rosters, but hard to argue with AI's inclusion.
You know, there's debate every year, Kevin, but there should be no conversation when it comes to AI. The things he's done for this team and how involved he is on both ends of the floor are undeniable.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And again.
And as he continues to fill it up, guys, he's nearing first place all time for points in a season.
Yep, historically dominant, GA. He's put them on his back all season long.
And Wilt Chamberlain scoring 4,029 points back in 1962. A whole different era, to be sure, but to surpass that now would be almost inconceivable.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And it's the Hornets another three.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Satoransky kicks to Decker. From 12 feet out. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Parker.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Out to the right wing. A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Most effective when he gets his feet set. Kaminsky can be lethal on the catch and shoot.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Powell. Chandler kicks to Decker. Clock at 4. That's a 2 from Powell. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. The pass to Bacon. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
Washington calls timeout. NBA rosters are turning over faster, it seems, these days. Chris, how much do former teammates know about defending one another? Or is it a non-issue?
Oh, no, it's more than non-issue, Kevin. You were right in your assumption that, listen, your former teammates, they have a little more inside information. And you know why it matters? Because every day after practice, you know, the first thing guys do after they get their water, they play one-on-one. And so you understand guys' tendencies. You learn how they get into a rhythm. We're all creatures of habit. Let's remember what Kevin Durant did. Remember how he came down on the same end of the floor in the finals and hit the same tough shot over the extended hand that he did? Well, if you notice, he did that on his crossover, that right-to-left setup. And so if you know him, you may know that he's going to do that. And also, you may know that he has a counter just in case. It allows you to keep your hand out the cookie jar, not to gamble. It gives you an educated guess on maybe what some of the greatest offensive players in the world are going to go to next to get that bucket. Any piece of information matters. And yeah, you've been practicing against them. That's a good thing.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Howard's checked in for Chandler. Brown comes in for Sam Decker. Bradley Beal's checked in for Norman Powell. And John Wall subbed in for Satoransky.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Outside, Beal. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Wall. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
AI outside, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't happy.
Morris is checked in for Bryant. Now here's Wall. He's guarded by AI. Wall finds Howard. Yep, it counts.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as it gets near the rim.
Hornets leading by 18. Here's AI. And again.
A day has come that I thought we'd never see. He has done the impossible.
A new record for points in a season. Incredible.
He has broken Wilt Chamberlain's historic mark from 1962. It stood for decades until now.
Wizards trail by 21. And Wall kicks to Howard. To the middle. And the shot goes in. Howard's got his third basket of the night.
Oh, Bill is a skilled distributor. I mean, he has a sense for when one of his teammates has a clean look at the bucket.
And his magical season continues. The home crowd now showing their appreciation.
Gee, his consistency night after night, performing at this level, something special to behold.
Well, obviously, he's taking the season by storm, scoring the basketball at an unprecedented pace. He's giving us a show for the ages.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Brown against Kidd-Gilchrist. Now here's Brown. No points in the game yet for him. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Morris, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Howard's got 4 assists in the game.
Morris has such a release. I mean, love seeing the ball roll off his fingertips.
A nice shot by AI.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Outside, Wall. Over AI. Wall's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Lamb, good.
With range to go well beyond the three-point line, Lamb can force the defense to extend further out.
Here's Wall. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Rockets in Houston.
And he had 2 blocks also, don't forget. I mean, it tells you what kind of presence he was for him at both ends of the floor.
Lets it go from 14. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Kidd-Gilchrist. It's stolen by Brown. He kicks it to Wall. Morris outside. There's the triple. It's good from long range. Morris has got 8 points.
Morris is excellent at cashing in on the catch and shoot. I mean, he's terrific at firing off the pass.
There's another turnover by the Hornets.
Cheap turnover. You got to make sure your target's ready for the pass before you let it go.
Charlotte making a switch here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Here is Wall. He's got 10. Steps back and fires. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
Well, John Wall, Derrick Rose, and Russell Westbrook came into the league around the same time. All of them in the conversation for most athletic big point guard in league history. Of the 3, I think John Wall, the most prolific playmaker, always looking to create for his teammates.
Morris outside. And AI comes to help. Clock at 6. And stolen by AI. Fast break now for Charlotte. Kidd-Gilchrist leading the charge.
The breathtaking agility of Kidd-Gilchrist is on full display tonight. It's just remarkable how quickly he sprints down the open floor.
Wall up top. He's guarded by AI. With that miss, he's now made 6 and missed 6 from the field. Passes it to Kid Gilchrist. And the Hornets call time here. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
Bridges, he's checked in for Marvin Williams.
Looking here at some numbers for Brown. How his last 10 games have gone. He's right around 9 points a night, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And, guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come. He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
And stolen by AI. The shot comes out, and Washington the other way now. Brown feeling it out a bit. Beal, that's for 2. And another miss by Washington.
Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night for him.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Morris. And it's Beal in the corner. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists tonight.
I love that pass. Wall is a classic point guard who makes everyone around him better. When he's missed time, his teams have always suffered.
AI in the post, covered by Wall. 4 on the clock. Kid Gilchrist dishes to AI. No good with the triple. And so Brown will bring it up for the Washington Wizards, trailing by 19.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
AI outside. From outside, off the mark. Washington's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. For the finish, and AI throws it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Tipped away and stolen by AI. Takes the 3. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Washington has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And some changes here for the Hornets. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And Parker subbed in for Lamb. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Howard. Sam Decker comes in for Morris. Powell, he's checked in for Brown. And Satoransky subbed in for Beal. Basket, good. 14 points for John Wall.
Look, you got to respect Wall's game. He's remarkable at driving inside, even when the D is draped all over him.
AI outside. Satoransky grabs the miss. The Wizards shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. That one's good. Maybe that'll get them going after a 2 for 6 start.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Parker outside. Pass to Bridges. AI outside. Chandler with the block. And he's able to get it back. Now Decker. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Wall's shot is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Charlotte leading by 18. From deep three-point range. And AI gets it to go on the assist by Parker.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each each possession.
Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. Some changes for Charlotte. Jermichael Green comes in for Hernan Gomez. And Bacon subbed in for AI. Bryant is checked in for Washington. Here's Powell. He's got 5. Outside Bryant. Over Parker. And again, Washington, no good.
Almost every look he gets inside is a good one, but the D hangs in there and makes it a tough one.
There's Bacon. And another 3 for Charlotte.
I love the fact that...
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets. Finish.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, pretty soon you're going to be in your first dunk contest. Now, just between us, what have you got planned?
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Washington has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. We've got Jeremy Lamb, Hernan Gomez out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's Bridges, and it's AI in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the team scoring leaders. The Hornets, number 1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
Dishes it to Kidd-Gilchrist. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Howard. Outside, Wall. Kicks it to Brown. 6 to shoot. Here's Morris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Markieff Morris out of Kansas, a spread 4, as they say.
And able to stripe it from anywhere on the floor. A good secondary scorer who can also create his own shot on the block at times.
You know, I like Morris. He's a valuable contributor on both ends of the floor. Now, he's a sniper from deep, and he can definitely lock you up on D as well.
No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And part of this falls on the defense. I mean, you know he's hot. You'd like to force someone else to shoot the basketball.
Howard kicks to Wall. Up top, Morris. Nice ball movement by Washington. On the wing, Brown. Defended by Bridges. Howard's shot is good.
Now, look, even when you contest Howard, he maintains his focus. An experienced vet, he's used to taking tough interior shots.
AI passes to Kidd-Gilchrist. Morris with the block. Brown drives in. Basket good. Brown's got his first 2 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
AI right side. The pass to Kidd-Gilchrist. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And here's Wall. He's got 16. There's the foul. That's on Jeremy Lamb. That is his first foul of the game. That's his first personal. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Brown kicks to Beal. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Wall. Shoots. The second chance effort. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Washington shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, will he be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lot to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers. Not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. And at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
Yep, that one goes. And 11 points for Markieff Morris.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
AI passes to Kid Gilchrist. It's stolen by Wall. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And Washington again with the bucket.
Beal is quick off the dribble. A rhythm scorer who gets off the ground fast.
AI outside. Kid Gilchrist dishes to AI. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The entire offense has revolved around him today, and that's been the perfect game plan.
Biombo, he's checked in for Charlotte. Williams comes in for Bridges. Washington calls timeout. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault. And a moment here to check out some numbers for Kid Gilchrist. The past month has been surreal. 6th in shooting percentage, 17th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Here's Morris. And he banks in the layup. Morris has got 5 points now this quarter.
Morris is such a gifted scorer in the paint. He utilizes both his height and weight to get deep inside.
And AI gets it to go.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And Wall kicks to Brown. Inside, and stolen by Biombo. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Washington.
And Kid Gilchrist is constantly looking to get to the line. Just a remarkable player who finds a way to get right up there in the defense.
All with it. 16 points for him. Brown outside. Howard finds Beal. Now Wall. High arcing shot. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from AI.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Howard, the pass to Wall. Nice ball movement by Washington. It's Brown on the wing. Covered by Lamb. And here's Morris for 3. And again, Washington no good. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
Well, with Kid Gilchrist, he scores in so many ways on the drive, with his jump shot from the interior. He's just awesome on offense.
Morris passes to Wall. Outside, Beal. Lobbed up there for Howard. And stolen by Biombo. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Parker's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. Ryan is checked in for the Wizards. Norman Powell comes in for Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Beal, and it's good from the elbow. Beal's got 14 points for the game.
Oh, you got to admire the sharp shooting ability of Beal, especially from the mid-range when he is lights out.
Here's Kid Gilchrist, and another 3 for Charlotte.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. He dishes it to Beal. To the inside. Shoots. Nails the baby hook. He's got 13.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. From outside, off the mark.
Some very slack defending, playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the arc.
And there's Beal. That's good on the assist from Wall. 17 points for Beal.
Wonderful timing from the two-guard. Beal has one of the quickest triggers in the game, especially off the pass.
Left side, Kid Gilchrist. Now the dish to AI. And got it! Another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Now here's Wall. He's got 16. Five on the clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Beal, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Beal's got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, look, Beal stays calm when the shot clock is low. I mean, he's incredible at finding ways to score the ball.
Charlotte calls timeout. Seems weird, doesn't it, to call Howard an old-school type player? Because, see, Webb, I remember when he was considered new school.
Oh, yeah, I do too. That's when I played against him. Yeah, the explosiveness at his size that back then felt new. But he was your classic back-to-the-basket rim-protecting center. And once you feed him the ball, it was rarely coming back out.
Charlotte making some changes. Kaminsky is checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Green comes in for Williams. And Bacon subbed in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And then for Washington, Chandler comes in for Dwight Howard. And Satoransky subbed in for John Wall. Fires from deep. And it's AI missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Here's Satoransky. He has 5. Outside, Beal. Now Powell. Passes to Satoransky from deep. Excellent D there from Parker. Well, the Hornets shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. It's good. Washington's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. And here is Powell. He has 7. He kicks to Beal. Just 4 to shoot. And no good that time. Great D that time from AI. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Washington. Beal with it. 19 points in the game. Here's Powell. Left side, Beal.
Oh, look, I love the confidence of Beal, but when you work that hard in the offseason and you have a jump shot that wet, I guess it's easy to embrace the punishment. He's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Sam Decker's checked in for Powell.
One shot.
Free throw good, Beal.
Wow, a phenomenal talent. I mean, when you think about the competitive flair Beal plays with, it's just awesome.
Satoransky against Parker. Here's AI. And there's another one for the Hornets.
They lean on him for a big portion of their scoring with a good reason.
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Nobody near Parker. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And when Parker gets his legs under him from that mid-range area, he is incredibly accurate.
It's Beal on the wing. Knocked away. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Bridges is checked in. Chandler with the steal. So on the floor for Washington. Bradley Beal is out there with Bryant. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Wall. And it's Chandler in at the 5, roaming the paint. The shot by Satoransky, no good. There's the 3. He got it again. Sensational. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
All with it. He's picked up by Lamb.
Oh, man. Now he's going to be walking a tight line. I mean, one more foul, his night is a wrap. Yeah, thinking back to Kaminsky's first affiliation with the NBA, I mean, when he was 5 years old, his aunt and uncle worked for the Bulls. Frank had access to the practice facility when Jordan and Rodman were on the team. That's not fair.
Wizards making a switch here. Howard's checked in for Chandler. Markieff Morris comes in for Bryant. Sam Decker's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Powell in for Satoransky. And Kaminsky, a great high school prospect out of Illinois, named College Basketball Player of the Year. Chris, maybe his time at the Bulls facility has paid off.
Yeah, think about it. And guess what? Michael Jordan's Hornets drafted him 9th overall. But he has big expectations because of what he did in college. He's still making the transition from College 5 to the NBA Stretch 4.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Every once in a while, we hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. C-Webb, when you hear that term, what does it mean to you?
It means it's the truth. When I got to the NBA as a rookie, the thing that amazed me the most was that I was already part of a fraternity. There was no having to be kind of welcomed in. You are welcomed in once you're part of the NBA. Guys want to see you do well. Right. Not against them, not against their team, but guys want to see you do well because they know the work, the effort, the sacrifice that it takes to get to this level. And that's a really refreshing feeling, knowing the guys got your best interest as long as it isn't against them that night.
Yeah, great perspective on that topic. Powell kicks to Wall. And again, Washington, no good.
He finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc and still can't cash in on it.
AI outside. And Morris comes over to help. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
Williams plays with aggression, which is why he's able to draw contact while he's shooting.
And Williams drops them both. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards. Goes up from the top of the key. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Lamb's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's the 3. And Williams with the basket on the assist by AI. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's just a masterful use of the pick and roll. Williams capitalizing at whatever the D gives him in these type of sets.
And Wall kicks to Howard. It's Wall with the drive. Chalk up 2 there. Wall's got 13 points in the second half.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hornets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in the band. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series.